Hey everyone, welcome to Apache's Daily Dungeon. I am Apache and this is Darkest Dungeon, carrying on from where we left off last episode. We took the B team through last episode, although they are looking more like the A team every day. However, we're going to take the A team through today. So first of all, just like we did at the beginning of last episode, today we need to kind of boost up these guys, make sure they're okay, make sure their skills are working properly and in sync with each other. So we're going to go through the abilities first. So Dumont here has Wicked Hack, Barbaric Yup, Breakthrough and Adrenaline Rush, but we do have Iron Swan here as well, and I think we were going to go for Iron Swan instead of Adrenaline Rush, so that she is right up at the front and kind of ready to go. She has Hagamania, obsessed with sainthood. I don't know what that would actually do. It is a serious one, so we're not going to get rid of it for a long time. I'd quite like to get rid of her fear of Eldritch at some point. And the Curious is not too bad. It's better than some people, well, better than some of the quirks she could have got. I remember there used to be one rabies that those dogs could give you, which was really nasty. So yeah, is she fine? Yeah, I'm happy with those skills. We haven't done any camping yet, so we're not too worried about that. I think we've got a couple more short missions left before we actually need to start going into the medium ones. And I'd like to try and gear these guys up to be able to go in for the first boss fight for pretty soon. So Griffin here has Punish, which is the second position, Rain of Sorrows in the second position, Exsanguinate, which is the big heal, and that is a heal over time. But he could also do a heal which damages himself. Is it? Oh no. But it heals somebody else and heals me. That's quite nice. So that would be as a healer. I think you can do a 4 flagellant party. That's something I might want to try at some point in the future. Trying to do a 4 flagellant party, so gear one of them up excuse me, as a tank, 2 of them up as damage dealers and 1 of them up as a healer. And they can all kind of heal each other and work synergy bonus off that. There's also a minus stress thing here. Take stress off other people. So if we go on to a medium quest or a long quest, that'll be really useful. And then Suffer, clears the marked target, transfers bleed, transfers blight. So the idea is for him to get bled and blighted and then pass it over to somebody else, which is pretty good. You can stack up some really powerful bleeds and blights there. And again, his camping skills aren't really going to come into it. So he can increase his stress. I'm wondering if the idea is to actually get these guys stressed. And that one is minus 50 stress. So I can either increase his stress by 40 or minus it by 50. That's interesting. Heals 33%. Remove blights, removes bleeds, and has +3 speed for 4 battles. I'd prefer that one, to be honest. But minus 50 stress and this one. And then remove disease. Again, diseases are nasty. They can be got rid of on town mode, so I think I'd prefer actually getting some more money in the dungeon to be able to cure that, because a single sapphire will be able to cure that disease. So, never know. We'll find out once we actually get to the camping stage. Karen here. He has Noxious Blast, the Plague Grenade, he's in 3rd position, so yeah, I think all of these are fine. The Emboldening Vapours I have done in the past on people, that is quite a good one, but what else do we have here? Blinding Gas has a chance to stun the back 2 mobs. I think we're going to have to change Karen's ability here because I really want that. So we're going to go into the guild, put Karen into here, and I want to get Blinding Gas unlocked. So I would get rid of the emboldening vapours for that. So I'm going to up all of those. I'm going to make sure all of these are done in the guild as well. So she does need... oh, I don't need that. That's fine. Griffin, yes, you need all of yours done. I think I'm happy with the skills that I've got. I mean, that's nice. It debuffs me minus 30% damage, minus 10 dodge, and minus 4 speed though. So I'm not going to take it for now. If I decide to run him as a healer, then that will be like hugely useful, as especially as the levels go up. I might try him out as a healer at some point. And then Odessa, I think you're done. Yeah, it looks like you're done. Ah, but I can increase your weapons now. Of course I can, yes. And so you'll be going into the blacksmith. Sorry, no. You will be going into a blacksmith. This is going to be very expensive to actually bring all of these guys up. But I think it's going to be worth it. This is our A team. This is the ones we're going to be putting all the money into. I am really happy with the loadout for the party. So we just use over half the amount of money we've got. Nothing we can get in here now. So yeah, we upgraded weaponsmithing last episode. We have a level 2 healer, which is nice. Which means we can actually... can we upgrade her stuff any further? No, we can't. We can actually reduce the cost of training by 10% though. So I'm actually going to do that. Gets rid of a couple of the portraits we have. But I think that's going to be worth it going forwards now. So this is going to be 5 portraits. So if we get some more portraits, then yeah, we can go further along in this. And this will be 15 portraits to allow up to rank 3. So yeah, they need to be rank 3 before they can train up again. Oh no. Hero Resolve level 2. Yeah, so they can go up to level 2. It's just we need the Mastery level 2. Yeah, up to level 3. So this will allow level 2 and 3. Is there anything else we need to do? We need to send people for healing if they need healing, or stress relief. So Barracks will never drink. You have serious phenagophobia. Or fingerphobia. So you won't drink, but you will go for the cheap praying through meditation. I hope there's nobody that will only pray through meditation. Vorville, you're going to go in as well. You're part of our second team. You are a stress eater. Plus 100% food consumed if stress is above 50. I might actually put you in for treatment for that, because that's quite nasty. That'll mean we have to take more food in. Actually, no. If I plan for that, it's going to be, say, plus 150 gold per mission we go in. So you would need to go in 10, maybe 8 to 10 dungeons before it's worth getting rid of this. However, if it goes to serious, and it's say plus 300% food or something like that, then it would be even worse. So yeah, I don't think it is worth worrying about this, actually. So you are going to go in for, not treatment, for into the tavern. And you're going to go for the cheap one there, because you can. Ashuel, I'm not worried about, well, how much have you got? You've got 29. It's hitting the top end of what I'm happy to go in with. I think I'd be happy to go into a dungeon with about 35 stress. So it's coming up to the top of that. I'm fine taking Durmont in, no problem at all. Is there anything else we need to do in town? Have a look at the stagecoach. We have an occultist. I do like the occultist. Which abilities does he have? Sacrificial stab, which is a decent crit chance on it. 10% crit chance. It's 100% base damage and plus 15% damage versus Eldritch. The Abyssal Artillery is really nice as well. It's a powerful attack. It's basically Sacrificial Stab but for the back two. Damage mod minus 25% but plus 15%, so essentially minus 5% versus Eldritch. I quite like the damage system in this game where you start off at a really high amount of damage, and then if they want the abilities to be low damage and high something else, then they just take the modifier for the damage right down. So it's not like you're having to times the damage by multiple amounts to be able to kind of get high amounts of damage. You can just have flat damage is like at 0%, which I really quite like. So flat damage is at 0 rather than at 100%. So that's quite good. And then we have Hands from the Abyss, which is a stun, which can hit the third person, and we have Wig Reconstruction, which is a really powerful heal, actually 0 to 13 at the base round at level 1. But gives him a chance to bleed them as well. So you can actually do 0 points of healing and then bleed them for 3 points as well. So he's an interesting character to have. There are some trinkets that will make him very powerful though. So I might want to take him instead of the Abomination. I'm not too keen on the Abomination as a character. I have had to play around with him in the past. Their beast forms are a little bit unpredictable. And he has slow reflexes and faithless, and we have a better third party tank already. So yep, I'm going to get rid of the Abomination. I'm not really worried about that at all. So I'm happy to take the Occultist here. I quite like that. And he's actually our third healer.
Must know it.
He's a dangerous character to take in as a healer, but once you actually get them leveled up a bit, they're really nice. Antiquarian, I still don't know how to really deal with these at all, so I'm not going to bother taking an Antiquarian. The Grave Robber, we already have one, so that's fine. I want to try and get at least one of each in here. And when I upgrade this, I need deeds for that. So I'm going to try and upgrade my hero barracks as much as I can to try and get some extra kind of swap outs in here, a hot swap party. So I've got my A team, my B team, my C team, which I haven't even sorted out yet, but the A team and B team are fine. And then let's see if we can do something here. We do have a tank, we have a ranged, a melee, and what is she, melee? No, she is third, in third position, and Barracks is in third position as well. There's no real way to get him out of third position. Slice Off is a second and Dirk Slab is a second. So if in second position he did Dirk Slab, that'll push him into first position, where we could do Finale to push him back by 3, and then he'd be in the third position. And then do 2 Dirk Stabs to push him back down to the front, and then another... actually you've got Solo, which moves him forward by 3. So there's options with him, but he's not... The Jester's okay, but he's definitely more of a support class than anything. He needs to be kind of dragged through a dungeon rather than being the star of it. I've never had a Jester in any of my runs, a Jester that's really kind of stood out amazingly. So I think that is enough kind of dawdling around in town. We're going to go for a mission here. Just a quick thing, make sure I haven't forgotten anything at all. Make sure I've got all of these in the right place, because I've forgotten a few times to do all of this, and it has kind of kicked me in the teeth. You see this? Emboldening Vapours, Blinding Gas. That's one of the ones I wanted. Suffers intense need to do specific actions. That's going to be annoying to get rid of. So yeah, let's embark. So we've got through the Weald last time. So we are about equal on the Warrens, the Cove and the Weald. So this is an 18 mission. We do have a skirmish here, a short one, complete 100% of room battles in the ruins. And I think it is going to be important to do these short quests while we can. To get these leveled up to level 2, Odessa's already there, but Dermont, Griffin and Karen need to be brought up to level 2 as quickly as we can. So we're going to try and do as kind of swap out between A and B as much as we can, and kind of form the best party possible out of a lot of them to be able to go in for the Necromancer here. I mean, I'd like another 4 slots here to get a canary party where I send them into the Necromancer to find out what's happening, and it doesn't really matter if they die or not. They're not kitted out, they're all level 0. They are shovelheads from Vampire, if you know what that is. But today I think, let's see, let's go in for a Cove quest. 100%, sorry, is a short mission, complete 90% of rooms, so it's a exploration. That's a common trinket. Actually, let's have a look at what common trinkets we can get. Grave robber only. We do have, no we don't, I need to sort my party out. There we go. So it's a grave robber only, that'll be for the B team. I'd quite like the B team to go in for that to be able to get himself it. Move amulet would be very nice for her actually. But she does have stuff already, didn't she? Trinkets. She has the bleed skill chance. Minus 15% stress. Or we can give her the plus stun chance. Yes, because I use the Barbaric York with her. It doesn't actually do much damage, so I'm going to put that onto her. Do we have anything which is healing? Minus 50% healing skills. Crusader only. And she does have a move resist there. Yeah, I think I'm happy with it. We don't have much kind of common charms. We don't really have anything for these other guys, unfortunately. So that might actually... It's an uncommon one, but no, it's a medium. I want to do a short quest today, so it's either this one or this one. Minus 10% stress. Yes, because I need deeds. So I'm going to go for this short quest, 100% of room battles, because I do need some deeds, so that'll be good. So let's go in for the provision. I'm going to take a shovel, a skeleton key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 torches, and we don't have Vorville, so we can take 8 food. Just hope that's all we need. Hope we get some along the way as well.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So I'm thinking we'll probably get 4 rooms into this and that will complete it. Maybe 5, but I don't think we're going to need to get to the end. It's a nice linear path through, so it should be fairly simple to go through this. As ever, I'm going to keep the healer on standby to pick stuff up. Unless they want to pick it up themselves. And she gets nothing. I don't mind you picking up stuff. You were going to pick it up anyway.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
So we have some food, which is good, and a journal page. A trapped journal, a trampled journal, 1 of 4. Sebastian's watch was his last. We were jolted during your evening's repast. During your evening's repast? The best we could make in these murky halls of our once great house from a roar and flash of black powder. We dropped our bowls and hurried to him. All we could find was his spent pistol and a trail of blood leading into a maze of shadows. We press on. No fight in this first corridor. We are at dim light, so I'm going to take that back up to radiant light. Head in for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Heading through to the next room. There's our shovel gone.
Even the cold stone seems bent on
Not keen on
passage.
having our shovel taken in the first couple of corridors there. So I'm going to do a big bleed on... Yeah, big bleed on the Bone Arbalist. I want to try and get him gone as soon as possible. Because of Quarrel. And actually I'm willing to spend this on him to try and stun him, because I do not want that Quarrel again. And I want to try and get him down to 50% health actually, so I'm going to smash him in the face. Throw some lightning through his skull. It's 5 points on him again, not quite on... He needs 3 points of damage more. So a breakthrough now.
As the fiend falls,
we'll do a decent amount of damage.
Blossoms.
So now I can... He's stunned, but I want to... He's resisted it as well. That's a shame. You just take him out.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
I can deal with 5 damage off these quite easily, but
Be gone, fiend.
having the Quarrel is just nasty. You can do like 14, 16 damage with that Quarrel. It's crazy. You can take it to like half health in one. What's he? Oh, his damage is 20, health 26, 29, 31. So we could do like half the entire damage bar of our tank in one hit, which is ridiculous. Oh, it had to be you. You're going to get claustrophobia. Yes, you should have known better. I could have told you what was going to happen then. We're going into this fight a little bit dark. And they're surprised because of the darkness. Oh, I was actually hoping that would work then, because it would have been good for her to be pulled back to the front. So she can do an illumination, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to send her backwards by 1. With the... He can only do this one, so I'm going to send... Oh, he's going to go forward by 3. So there we go. I'm happy with him being at the front. Shuffle single. So disorientating blast. I want to do on him. Sends him to the back. I would have preferred it to go to the front, but never mind. The miss on the bleed is good. That actually sends her forwards by 1. Deal a bit of damage as well. And again, just trying to shuffle them around to where they need to be. So she's now back at the front, which is good. I'm going to do kind of a bubble sort. So now she's at the front, so I now need to get him to this position, and then these two can kind of sort themselves out. So healing wise, again, not too worried for the moment. I'm going to do a judgment on the stress dealer. We've got 2 stress dealers actually, but the tempting goblet is just nasty. And I want to try and shuffle her down to the front. Nope. But it does stun, so that's good. And I want to move... Do I want to move him back by 1? That brings him down to the front. No, I think actually with this one, he can do some decent damage here. So I just want to try. Yep,
Is broken.
well worth it.
Maintain the offensive.
Especially with that dodge straight after. This melee will push him back to the same position. So all I'm going to do is that breakthrough to send her back to the front now, and that will be absolutely fine. This Rain of Sorrows will make him bleed. Judgment will do some crit damage. Excellent. Rend for the Old Gods, don't really care if it bleeds her, to be honest.
The will to fight.
And then Monoxious Blast against him. We'll add some Blight to him. And let's do another breakthrough. Push her back down to the front where she's supposed to be. And yeah, that should kill him off anyway.
The onslaught. Destroy.
Got a portrait, that's good. We needed that. Take all of them. Wow, quest complete. I'll continue adventuring because we do have something behind us here. But this has got to be one of the first ones where we haven't actually had anywhere to put the skeleton key. So I'm actually willing to carry on with this for a bit. It's been quite a quick dungeon. So I want to carry on through the dungeon. I know there's no more room fights, so I don't have to worry about that, but I do want to see what's in the rooms. There's an anti-venom. Would that work against an ornate sarcophagus? Let's have a look. Future reference, no effect. And it's completely empty. So now let's just carry on in here, because that was only the second room. We have nothing and nothing. We do have 2 curios and a battle. It's not actually... Oh, it'll give us XP. But right now, we're looking really good to leave here. We can take them straight in for another battle. Yeah, let's go back to town.
More bones returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
We did okay. And it wasn't anything amazing. It didn't actually pay for all of their upgrades. But it does mean we can send them into 2 missions in a row without having to heal them up. So that's what the A-team needs to do. That's what they need to be able to do. They need to go into mission after mission after mission to level up and gear up as quickly as possible. We have, although this might stop us, Plutomania, Manic for money, might make her steal stuff from me. She already opens up a load of stuff. And Unholy Slayer, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that, especially if you're going in against the Necromancer. So we'll head straight back to town.
A fresh irritant.
We've read this before. This is going to carry on until we get rid of everything else. Vorville is moving sluggishly after a night in the tavern. He has recovered 50 stress, and Barassa meditated and recovered a 50 stress as well. So yeah, if we have a look at this, we get the same, the town is abuzz, we get the same thing every week, town events every week, until we complete this. And there is no way I am sending anybody back into here until we're at least level 3, I think, is going to have to be the way. I mean, we might be able to beat down that crocodile, but 109 hit points with the rushes and bushes in front of him had, 100 hit points each, and he was dealing 18 damage at a time. So yeah, we need to be able to soak that before we do anything else. I would like to get a bounty hunter as well. So I think, yeah, we're doing really well at the moment. I mean, we're a bit light on money, but we will sort that out next episode in a brand new dungeon, because we can send the A-team straight back out again, and it will mean that Durmont will actually level up from this one. Karen unfortunately missed out on one of the quests, so he's lagging a little bit behind. So at the moment, he and Griffin are kind of equal with the some of the B team. However, our tank is nearly level 2, our B team tank is nearly a level 2 as well, and our A team healer is level 2 already. I think we're doing pretty well in this actually. We've recovered from the terrible couple of episodes we had a few episodes ago. If you haven't seen those, go back and watch them. We just had complete catastrophe. I think it was about about episode 4, 5 maybe. Yeah, it just all went wrong. And we've managed to pull ourselves back to a fairly decent position. We're sitting on 24 crests at the moment as well, so as soon as we get some of these stuff, we will be able to upgrade a lot of the stuff in here. We've got quite far ahead with that. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.